In our last episode, I told you about how Jesus went up to the mountain, his disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. And I mentioned that Jesus wants you to be teachable. Jesus can teach you anything. He can teach you about friendships. He can teach you about life. He can teach you about that subject you're having issues with. Jesus can teach you anything if you open your heart and allow him teach you. Now, Matthew chapter 5 verse 3 says, this is the first thing Jesus began to teach his disciples. He says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Something happened before my children vacated. There was one day they came back from school and my daughter went into the kitchen and I began to hear, she kept saying this like for a couple of seconds, and then I asked, what's the matter? She said she was trying to sharpen her pencil and it wasn't sharpening. So I asked, do you need help? She responded very sharply, no, I don't need help. And I stayed where I was. I kept doing what I was doing. And some seconds later, she goes, mommy, please, can you help me? And immediately she said that I dropped everything I was doing, went, collected the pencil, sharpened it, gave her, and she said thank you. She was appreciative. And after she did that, I began to think about this verse. She had to come to a point where she needed my help before I could help. Because I know if I'd rushed in and said, give me the pencil, I don't want to hear that noise, give it to me, it would have been another issue. She would keep shouting because she's like, no, I didn't ask for your help. But because she asked for my help and I helped her, she was appreciative. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Being poor in spirit is that place where you come to realize your need for God. We must constantly realize our need for God. We must constantly know that I need God in my life. And it shouldn't be a mental thing. It should be a thing that comes from your heart. Because when you know it from your heart that you need God, you will actually be intentional about involving God in every decision you make. So when you wake up in the morning and the first thing that comes to your mind is to pick up your toy, you are going to be conscious, like, I need God. Is this the best thing for me to do? Okay, Jesus, is this okay for me to do? And the Lord can tell you, fine, I can, it's okay. Or he says, no, you're setting your priorities wrong. So God wants you to realize your need for him. You can actually ask him that, Jesus, I really want to always be aware of how much I need you. Help me to always be aware of how much I need you. And he's going to help you. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Another version says, blessed are those who realize their need for God, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I want you to keep thinking about this verse because God still has a lot more he's going to unpack to you as you meditate on this verse. Until I come your way next time, keep reading the Bible. You can keep meditating on everything we have said so far and still read further. Jesus is there. He wants to open up a lot to you in his word if you allow him.